Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Varsami and I'm a Shamanic Astrologer. Today I will be sharing with you astrological information about the upcoming full moon in Virgo that is happening on the 24th of February. If you want to know exactly the time that is happening, depending where you are in the world, you can read down in the description. I put there the time that the full moon will be on its peak. So this is a very intense and very strong full moon. It's a full moon that wants us to really do the work with ourselves, to really work with our shadows, face our inner demons, work with our fears, and comes like as a cathartic also energy, comes to cleanse us, comes to purifies us also at the same time. So if you could see the chart of this full moon, you will see that a lot of planets are doing conjunctions. I see them like couples, like working in pairs under this full moon. So we have a couple of like really intense ones. So we have the Sun, which is in Pisces, right? And the Sun is in conjunction with Saturn, and also the Sun conjuncts Mercury. So these three are all there together: Saturn, Sun, and Mercury in Pisces. And then we have Venus and Mars that are together, also another couple that are together there in Aquarius, and then we have the other couple that is North Node and Chiron in Aries. So we're going to analyze all of this. Don't worry if you don't understand what I'm saying. So before I continue, if you are not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can support my work and I keep creating these videos. Thank you so much. So we have a lot to talk about, and last night I was working preparing this reading, this video, and then I slept on it, and then all night I was getting downloads and dreams, and I was like, whoa. So I just modified it this morning when I'm recording this video, so it's like a lot more to say. So first of all, this is a full moon. Every time we have a full moon, we have the opportunity to see the truth. The moon brings things to the light. Whatever we cannot see, usually we might feel confused for different reasons. Maybe can be around situations, around people. Every time we have a full moon, it's like, oh, you want to see, it's here. This full moon, it comes a lot to break a lot of the illusion. And if you would see the chart, the Sun is in Pisces, as I said, conjuncting with Mercury and also with Saturn. So Saturn in Pisces, which is the Lord of Karma, how we cleanse karma, how we learn the most in our life. And we have the Sun, and then we have Mercury, which is also the ruler of this full moon, right? Mercury is ruling Virgo, and the moon is in Virgo until this full moon. So also Mercury is a planet of the mind, rules the mind, and all of these are in Pisces, and they're opposite to the moon. And the moon is in Virgo in a very earthy, in a very practical, in a very analytical energy. Virgo, in Shamanic astrology, Virgo is the archetype of the priestess, because it's the priest, because it's the energy that connects very much with purification, with cleansing. So this full moon, the main message that is coming through is coming to really break the illusions, whatever we don't see. And it's a lot about spirituality, and it's about true spirituality, a lot about this. Because when we nowadays, when we think about spirituality and we just go on YouTube or we go in different, let's say on Facebook, or what we see is a lot of like these beings above us telling us things, right? And it's like angels, dragons, fairies, all of these things. And people start to relate this spirituality with all these. And also it's a lot about the way that we look, like this kind of like wearing a little bit more boho style, wearing some certain like kind of like dress code, jewelry, all of this kind of stuff. So it's like it shifted a little bit to another direction where true spirituality is not that. And also I know that nowadays it's so easy to, let's say in parentheses, become a healer, because I don't believe that somebody can become a healer. I believe a healer, is born for that. I don't believe we can become it. So like let's say in 3 days or 4 days I can be a Reiki master, right? That makes me like, really does make me like a master. And I also myself, I study a lot of healing modalities, and I also observe how not protected are the spaces, how people are kind of like, doing this, they're teaching you like energy. I done energy school, and they didn't teach me how to protect myself, how to protect the space, how hold space. So I see all of these things, and people are like, yes, I talked with my angel today, told me to do this. And I see a lot of this confusion also. So this full moon comes to break all of these and connects us back to the earth, back to our root, back to our body. Virgo represents the body. And true spirituality is to know who we are. Doesn't matter if we speak with angels or fairies or all this stuff. And also spirituality is embodiment. It's not just out there, thin air, it's embodiment. So more grounded you are, more connected you are to yourself. More, let's say, connected you are with your spiritual nature. We all are spiritual. We all have spiritual nature. It's not that one person is spiritual because does tarot and the other one is not. We are all spiritual. So it's a lot about this illusion. And I talked to you about Saturn in Pisces so many times, and I talked to you about this alignment, these years comes because it's a slow-moving planet, right? And we keep working with this. It's coming to break this illusion. But this full moon comes big time to break that and also change the way that we think about all these things. And the main message is connect with our body, and the body is the vehicle to access everything. If you want to access to higher dimensions of existence, if you want to let's say access your higher self, your soul, anything you would like to access, you have to be inside your body. If you're outside your body, you cannot. And this full moon is amazing also for implementing some grounding practices for ourselves, so we can still work. And also the body is where everything gets trapped and stuck, like all the emotions, all the wounds. So we can just go out there, and I feel also this New Age spirituality is covering a lot of the wounds and what is actually happening. It's like, I've seen also for myself, I've suffered from anxiety for many years, and I was covering this with like, oh yeah, you know, I'm speaking with this, I'm doing this, but the body is like, its body is telling you what is happening. The body has anxiety, but you can suppress it. Yeah, you can just do different things. Also, you can have some addictions and everything, but this full moon comes to show us that. And also the shadow of Pisces is addictions. And this full moon is an amazing time, an opportunity to break from addictions. And addiction is not only drugs, it's not only alcohol, it's not only smoking. Addiction is other things also. It can be addiction to our phones nowadays. It can be also addiction to a pattern of thought, a way of thinking, like a self-sabotage thought. It can be many, many different things. So this is what comes to break also this kind of addiction. And I see the energy that is coming more like, we are wearing some glasses, like rose-colored glasses, and we see what we want to see in our reality. This full moon is like, no, you have to see what is really happening. You have to see why your life is like that. You have to see the truth. And especially when it comes to spirituality, because if you want to be a creator of your life, if you want to change your life for your better, if you want to fully awake, you have to be grounded. You have to be in your body. You cannot fully awake being out there. You cannot be a creator. You cannot have abundance in your life if you're out there. You have to be in your body. And this is the big one. This is a big theme. So we have, as I said, many different alignments, and this is a harsh full moon. Moon is in opposition with Mercury, opposition with Saturn. That's why I'm telling you all these things. And also, as I said, Venus and Mars are together, right? So Venus is how we embody our feminine in Shamanic astrology, and Mars is how we embody our masculine. So these two are in Aquarius. One is Venus is 9 degrees and Mars is 8 degrees. So they are working together. And we already talked about Pluto that entering Aquarius. Pluto is in 1st degree, so they are still very close. And this is helping us now to integrate all this energy and find balance in us. Find this balance into this masculine and feminine in us, and how we express it, how we embody these energies in us, how we are embodying this new that we want to see in the world, how we are embodying this change first in ourselves. Again, talks about change in our life, changing of what we want to see and what we want to create for ourselves and for the world. And then the other conjunction, North Node and Chiron. This one is like this crazy one, and I talked in my previous video. You can watch my previous video if you want to learn more. So these two, the North Node, the karmic destiny, the collective karmic destiny, and Chiron, the wounded healer, is an asteroid that represents our deepest wounds and how we are going to heal. They came in exact conjunction last week, and this energy keeps working with us until the 25th. It's very strong until the 25th of February, like the day after the full moon, but keeps working with us for a long time before and afterwards also, because this is very strong. So again, this is a question I wrote here. I wanted to just tell you exactly like this question. I think is really amazing to ask ourselves, to work with this alignment more and meditate with this alignment. So it's like, what do I have to see so that I can heal can heal myself, I can heal my wounds to align with my life purpose for the highest good of all beings, for the highest good of Earth. So what do I have to see that I don't see right now, right? So I can heal myself to align the most I can with the highest good of all and the Earth and my life purpose, of course. So this is the question, and you can meditate with this question. You can sit quietly and ask, what is there that is stopping me to align with my person? What wounds, what self-sabotage patterns, whatever is there, and also how, when I'm aligned with this, how we can serve the whole, how we can be more aligned with this purpose. And as I always say, your life purpose is not something that you will not want to do. It's something that feels so good, something that makes you feel so fulfilled and so whole in your whole beingness. So it's not like a God telling you, oh, you know, you come here to do this, to suffer. It's opposite of this God dictator mindset. It's the opposite. It's very, very loving energy when you are in this space of your life purpose. Another thing about this full moon, I want to say it's an amazing time for fasting. If you guys are into fasting or into cleansing, purification, this is an amazing full moon to practice like fasting, cleansing, to purify yourself, and also it's a very good time to purify your space. Another thing under this full moon, to make it even more difficult, we have Black Moon Lilith in Virgo also. So Black Moon Lilith is the dark side of the moon. It's, let's say, they call it the hidden divine feminine and also the dark side of the feminine. For me, Black Moon Lilith is an asteroid that connects very much with our deepest fears, with our deepest shadows. So this is a lot of shadow work that is happening right now with this full moon. I cannot lie to you. And the more we face our shadows, the more we see our fears, our inner demons, the more we can advance in our path, the most we can create abundance in our life, which is the opposite of all this New Age spirituality movement. Is about love and light, spread the love, the light. Yeah, but you cannot go to the light if you don't see, if you don't go to the dark. And this is the shamanic path. The shaman goes through the darkness to find the light and then become the light for the world. And this is the calling to become your own shaman. But you have to go through the darkness. You have to go to the underworld. You have to go there to find. And everything happens through your body. Everything is through the body. It's not out there. And I'm not against angels. I'm not against, just to make sure of that, because I worked a lot with these energies. I'm not against all of this. This is okay, but first it has to be through grounding. Otherwise, it's a lot of other things that can happen there. It's not safe to be there if you are not grounded. I would put it this way. So this full moon pushes us in a place of grounding, of being our body, of doing the shadow work, and also breaking the illusion about what is spirituality. And as I said also before, love and light and everything, but you cannot be in love and light if you just have all these wounds with your parents and all these like ancestral traumas, and like you have to do the work. And then believe me, people that are on the light, they are not showing themselves as being like love and light. They don't have to do that. They are the light. And I've seen people like that. I had a teacher like that. So it's also more we are embodying this energy, more actually we become the light for the world. So if we want to become the light for the world, we have to be true to ourselves, and we have to be in the body, and we don't have to show all this and speak all this let's say fairy language about spirituality. That we don't need that. That is my message for today. I had to pass you these messages, were coming to me all night also. And I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you have an amazing full moon, and all the best. And if you want to work with me one-to-one, I offer a variety of astrology readings you can read on the description box. Thank you so much, and all the best, and much love. Bye.